Jesse Mermis took his place, but it's good to see Jamal back on the bench.
Yes, it is. Good to see anybody back off of the protocol. Had to have been. Dwight puts the Lakers on the board first, making 2 free throws.
7 home wins. That just tells you how poor they played here in this arena. That one's going to be fired from the outside. Rebound underneath. Mo Bamba, and he throws it down.
It did look like he gave
Suns and Franz Wagner. Lob underneath now to LeBron as Westbrook brought it into the front court. LeBron will back it up. We're 2-2 or 90 seconds into the contest. James went with 30 more points the other night, and he's got his first.
They had Bamba on him, but Bamba's just stepping back. Didn't want to get the beat off the dribble, so gives up the jumper.
And by the way, with this game played tonight, he passes Paul Pierce, 15th all-time most games played in NBA history. And Lauren Holtkamp-Sterling, the crew chief is Courtney Kirkland, and Murat Kogut is the third official. Get around. That one's taken away by Russ. LeBron down the middle he goes. Spin it up and in. On the break, LeBron James.
He tried to pick him from behind, but he kept control of the ball.
Bamba for 3. Got it. Picking right back up here tonight.
The first 7 for the Magic.
They were awful in the third quarter the other night. Russ goes to the basket all the way to score.
Boy, did he put a move.
Kind of fumbling around with it in the backcourt.
Well, that was just a good decision by LeBron. He was trying to give the ball to Westbrook, but Westbrook wasn't looking.
Avery Bradley knocks down the 3. Here in the league, he started the last 3 games. Trevor's been struggling with the shot a little bit, though. Here he is bouncing out of Dwight. He won't miss. The former Magic star. LA's biggest win in Orlando. What would you say? Game 5 of that 2009 NBA Finals that clinched it for the Lakers.
Easy hoop to get back to action.
LeBron had a triple-double in the first meeting between these two. Underneath to Russ.
Well, I tell you, it happens so often when LeBron has it on the wing. If they're smart, make a cut to the basket. 4
Lakers starters have 4 points each to start this game. The only one who hasn't scored is Trevor Ariza, but nice balance to start the game all the way to lay it up and in. Into the lineup, didn't know if we'd see him. He's there in the middle, wearing number 34, had a nice game against the Lakers when they met in Los Angeles. Trevor, a former Magic player, played here for a couple of seasons, and then was traded to the Lakers.
Look at a hand checking on Anthony there as he tried to close out on Trevor Ariza, but used his hands in the process.
Yeah, good look at Cole. Cole went to famed Oak Hill Academy, where he prepped and played basketball, then went to North Carolina for a year. Russ, the former Bruin, one way, then the other kind of it goes. It doesn't, and he'll go to the line. The foul is on Anthony.
Anthony trying to be a shot blocker. Got to be the defender playing defense before generally players are in the act of shooting.
Russell Westbrook shooting 2.
Russ to the line, and Russ this year a 66.8%er from the charity stripe. And hey, Laker fans, as you watch each game this season, go ahead and play Lakers Pick'em through the Lakers mobile app. Lakers Pick'em is an interactive game for fans to predict how their favorite players will do during each game this season. Put your basketball knowledge to the test and win some prizes with Lakers Pick'em.
Oh, Russ knocks down the first of 2. Malik Monk has entered the game for the Lakers.
This will be the 3rd straight that Malik is coming off the bench. 11 games as a starter. He averaged 17.5 off the bench, averaging 10 a game. Orlando yet to get to the free throw line. Lakers up 18-11. Nice start here in the O. Carter Jr. underneath to score. Wendell Carter Jr.
Yeah, that was a little too easy. He went around Trevor that time rather easily. Trevor should be able to level him off better.
The former Chicago Bull has a bucket. Trevor can't buy one from outside. Wendell Carter Jr., 6'10", about 260, has the carom. Cole Anthony plays a ton of minutes with his team. Chuma Okeke from the outside. The former Auburn Tiger War Eagle. 18-13, Russ trying to get to the rim. We've got 4.5 to play in the first quarter. Russ will pull up, hits the top of the backboard. 18-13. As Terrence Ross knocks over a man, they'll be charging.
Second, Terrence Ross. You know, when you leave your feet to make a pass, sometimes the bad things are going to happen for you, and he gets the offensive foul. As Trevor goes out, and in comes Carmelo Anthony. You see the leave your feet, run right over the defender, and then you get the whistle. Not in your favor.
Now Carmelo's going to come into the game. 0 for 9 from 3 over his last couple of games, but Robert Ory was right during the pregame show. He hit 2 long twos that his toe was just on the line in those games, so he could have easily had those as 3s. Malik, before didn't want that shot, then he stepped on the baseline. It's going to be a turnover.
Not a lot of real estate when you go baseline. You got to make sure you're navigating that to perfection, or you get that turnover.
Already 3 turnovers here in the quarter for the Lakers. Again, they had at least 10 turnovers in the first 36 games of the year. Now they're averaging under 10 through the last 9. Carter Jr. Well, he's happy to be back out playing. Gets that one fly from the corner.
You mentioned Lakers have 3 turnovers already. That's the first time that they've been scored on after the turnover.
The scoop and the miss by Russ. They're going to come back in transition. They average under 10 points in transition a game. That one hit the